Jaylen Brown wore the antique Kai 1 on the first half of the 2024 NBA All-Star Game. This came as a surprise as viewers were not anticipating it, but then by the second half, there was yet another surprise from Jaylen. He wore an almost blacked out pair of shoes that barely anyone knew about. Yet if there are any hints at all that could shed some clue as to what the shoes are, you've come to the right place, so let's talk. Welcome back, this is Fresh Bear. Smash the thumbs up button, share this video to your friends, follow me on Instagram. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. That said, let's dive in. Jaylen Brown was selected as the third overall pick by the Boston Celtics during the 2016 NBA Draft. From 2016 until 2021, he was signed with Adidas, wearing different models from the brand throughout those 5 years. After his Adidas contract expired, Jaylen has been a sneaker free agent wearing different models from different brands. Jaylen Brown is not only an athlete, he is also a businessman. With a contract extension with the Celtics back in July 2023 worth $304 million, the largest in NBA history, it comes as no surprise that he decided to park some of that money in business. One of Jaylen Brown's businesses is Juice, which is a sportswear brand with a thrust for affordable but fashionable clothing. The brand is strongly tied to Jaylen's Juice Foundation, which he founded in 2021. It aims to bridge the opportunity gap for youth in traditionally underserved Black and Brown communities. The foundation generates partnerships that build bridges to enable youth of color to access opportunities that will change their lives. The reason why I bring this up is because Jaylen Brown has previously mentioned his interest in having his own shoes from his own brand. With Juice already set up as his business and being a sneakers free agent for a little more than 2 years already, things seem to be lining up. Little is known about Jaylen Brown's shoe, but we can make some observations based on the photos. The shoe is a low-top silhouette, and the upper material looks like a type of closed mesh fabric with wide spacing between the mesh pattern. The way it creases or folds at the top suggests that this material seems to be on the soft side. The shoe does not seem to have a visible lacing system. Either it has none or it is hidden underneath the top material where a traditional tongue usually should have been. Meanwhile, the collar appears to be some type of neoprene material that hugs the ankle area while bending with each movement. The shoe uses a blacked out foam midsole that appears to be not as thick based on its proportion to the entire shoe. The midsole also appears to have some partially carved out sections, especially at the heel, probably for weight reduction and partly for aesthetics. No info yet on what the name of the foam midsole is, as well as its exact material composition, but this doesn't look too different than most foams out there today. There's no visible shank at the bottom, so it's possible that the foam could be on the stiff side. Dark translucent rubber appears to be used for the outsole, with large and curved herringbone for the traction pattern that runs full length. The outsole has 3 curved flex points carved out at the forefoot section, most likely for enhanced bending. A unique feature of the outsole is that it has an uncommon shape at the heel section. Instead of the lateral heel section going linear to the front, it features a cutout section just before the midfoot, which then slopes towards the front, running parallel to the medial cut of the shoe's outsole. With barely a few details about Jaylen Brown's shoes, it's difficult to speculate about how the shoe performs, but it's almost highly likely that the shoe will be under Jaylen's Juice brand. If things push through, I'm guessing that we can see a potential launch date during the playoffs, especially if the Celtics remain in contention. But so far, the shoe itself looks uncommon for a basketball shoe, and we will need to see more photos and information. In the meantime, let me know what you think about Jaylen Brown's unknown shoe. Post your thoughts in the comments section, smash the thumbs up button, share this video to your friends, follow me on Instagram. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. This is Fresh Bear, thanks for watching, peace and love to the fellow underdogs.